All right, so hang tight. I'm hitting the button. Yay, we are live. Welcome everybody to the July 2024 Ask Your Guides Live VIP. I am so delighted to have you here. We have a nice little gathering over on the Zoom side. We're going to be starting with them in a moment. And we have a handful of people over on the YouTube side. Welcome, YouTube. Glad to have you here. Alrighty, so we're going to start out as we usually do with an opening prayer. So if you would just sit back, take a couple of deep breaths, center yourself. Hang on, let me just do that. There we go. Let's prepare for a very powerful gathering. Because as you know, Metatron has been telling us that things are on high red alert right now, and it's certainly been feeling that way. But the good news is that we are shifting into a little bit of a quieter period. So we're going to get a little bit of a break before things heat up again. So we're going to take advantage of that energy and bring all of our love, our intentions, and good wishes into this circle today. We will concentrate that energy so that it might boom out like a sonic boom across the land, positively impacting the rest of the world, because that's how powerful we are when we bring love and intention to our circle in combination with our angel teams. Thank you, all of the people, for being here today. Thank you to your teams for being here. Anything else you want to say before we start? Ta-ra-ra, boom, DA. Yeah, let's launch it. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. All righty, guys. I think that Katrina was here first. So Katrina, come on up.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. It's been a long, long time
It's
since,
great to see you.
yeah, it's good to see you as well. I'm
Yeah.
happy to be. As everyone, I wish everyone a lot of love and grace. I know that right now is a lot for a lot of us to handle. So I wanted to come in here and also just check in. And I had a question about a certain person in my life. His name is Anthony. And I wanted to know any advice my angels have about this person, as well as just my love life in general. What advice or what words of wisdom can they bestow upon me at this time?
Okay. So for Katrina, Anthony, what can you tell her about Anthony? I'm seeing somebody stroking a cat. So are you saying Anthony is like her cat? Yeah, like cuddles and warmth, comfort, steadiness. I can hear the purring. So it's that kind of an energy, which is
Mhm.
really wonderful. I'm not feeling big romance. I'm feeling more like friend. Yeah. So what can you tell her about her love life? No hurry on that. Take your time.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Go slow and easy. Just allow yourself to have new relationships. Don't label them whether they're romantic or friend or whatever. Just be there. Have the experience without the expectations, allowing them to unfold in time. That will get you into a space of being the most prepared and the best partner that you can be.
Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Uh,
100%. Yeah. I just want to say thank you. And is there anything else I just want to just share with me? Because I'm not connected with them through you in a long time. I've been trying to work with them on my own. And I think I've got a good connection. But I always admire everything you have to say, and I've always looked up to you. So is there anything else that they want to share with me through you today?
Hey, anything else you want to share with Kat? They're saying trust the connection. Keep doing it. What else? Yeah, they're coming up behind you. There's a male angel coming up behind you with something that looks like a mink stole, because it's very luxurious and pampering kind of a feeling. And that's the energy they want to convey to you. That's the care that they're bringing to you. So it's not just a cotton or a wool cloth. They're upscale, right? That's the level of care and love they bring to you.
I do. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. It's great to see you.
Great to see you. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, adventurer, come on up.
Yes, I've seen the Akashics 4 times, um, but recently I've been seeing symbols. Are those symbols from the Akashics?
Okay. So adventurer is seeing symbols. Are those coming to him from the records? Yes. Is there something he needs to know about them? It's paying attention. It's also getting your attention. Those are things that they use to say, hey, we're here. Let's have a conversation. So it's kind of a conversation starter if you think about it that way.
Okay. All right. There was a boy that we went and helped. He came after water and we let him use his cell phone. And his father and stepmother was abusing him, and we didn't want to get into the system where his mother couldn't get him, so we allowed the days to go by. They kicked him out, and he was living in a field, and he was only 8 years old, and it was like August, 115 index, and anyway, his mother finally came after him, and there was something that I seen from him. And it usually means I'm gonna run into him. I probably wouldn't recognize him now, or he's on the other side. How's that boy?
Okay. The 8-year-old boy who was running from his family to adventure. Can you tell us about him? Is he still on this earthly plane? Yes. And is it likely that adventurer will see him again? Maybe, but not highly likely. There's a possibility. But the thing is that you need to know you made an impression, you did what you could. That was important in the moment. And now he's off on his journey. So he doesn't need to come back for any particular reason. And you know that you did the right thing. And
Yeah.
that's all that's required of any of us.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rachel, come on up. Hey there.
Hi, good to see everyone and you
Your
as well.
volume is a little low.
So, like this is better, I think.
Yeah, that's
I
way
just hold
better.
it to my mouth. Okay. Yeah, good to see you, and I love your background, and
Thank
thank
you.
you. And I'm in a really positive, vibe the past few months. I know great things are happening, and I know I can manifest anything. So I'm really, even though I was super, super sick, and I just pulled my back muscle, so health-wise is, but still, my mind is okay. I just really want to know my apartment in Portugal, it's for sale. There is zero interest. And I know 2 months ago it was like, yeah, it's definitely going to be like summertime, July, June. Actually, you said June. We're almost end of July. So I just would like to know if you have any clarity on that.
Yeah, okay. So Rachel's apartment in Portugal. What's going on with that? Is there a buyer out there waiting for that apartment? There is a buyer, okay. And can you give us a time frame when they might show up and be ready to purchase? Yeah, something has shifted. Fall. It's going into fall now. Is there something else that she can do with the apartment rather than selling it? Would there be other options? Yeah. Have you looked into maybe making it into an Airbnb or a short-term rental of some sort?
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen for many
Okay.
reasons, but no.
Yeah, okay. So then it's just a waiting game. Um, yeah, right now it's slipping to October and I'm seeing like the wind is blowing this person and they're grabbing onto this banister of a stairway and they're, being blown in the wind. holding on for dear life for October. So that could slip as well. So the potential is there for October, but it might still slip. There's a lot of shifting going on right now. It's like a big sandstorm and shifting sands.
Hmm.
So the
But
energies in the world are now out of sync with where they were when we talked about this previously.
yeah, okay. But October is an option. And I don't really want to shift real estate agencies. I mean, I don't think that matters, does it? I just want to stay with the same
Ask.
agency.
So would it be an optimal choice to stay with the real estate agent she presently has? Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels good too. Okay, so waiting, waiting, waiting. Um, and then yeah, my YouTube, it's been a long time since I've asked. I'm still on it every week, doing shorts now as well. So yeah, just want to know if I'm on track, if you can just, if anything comes up.
Okay, so for Rachel's YouTube, is she on track? Yeah. Anything that you want her to know about it? Just keep showing up. Because even though the audience might be smaller than you desire it to be right now, it is making an impact for those people who are watching, connecting. And that's important. We should never
Mm-hmm.
underestimate the importance of reaching those people, even though it's not
Mm-hmm.
large numbers. It's not
Mm-hmm.
about large numbers. It's about the people you connect with.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you focus on that, just like your apartment, when you focus on the gratitude, not the lack, you know how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it helps though if I visualize, a buyer, or if I really go into that kind of process of visualizing seeing a
Well, when you're
buyer.
doing that, it's almost like you're acknowledging that it's not there and it's something you want. So rather than that, it's like, hey, you turn it over to the angels.
Yeah.
It's my intention and desire that this apartment sell as soon as possible, or whatever you want to say. Turn that over to them. And then instead of repeating that each time,
Yeah.
it's thank you for bringing the perfect buyer for my apartment. Because that's the energy that's allowing for the manifestation rather than focusing on the lack.
Yeah, I get it, but should I repeat it often though? I mean,
Whenever you feel led.
yeah.
No, I mean,
Okay.
even better if you can just say it, let it go, and not worry
Yeah,
about it.
that's what I'm doing. I'm like, it's gonna happen, it's just a
Yeah.
matter of sometimes I get a little bit impatient, but then I'm like, why? Like it's not
Well,
like
and
I
you've got to
urgently,
remember things are shifting in your life, in your part of the world.
yeah.
But for the potential buyer, they're in the same situation. Things are shifting in their life too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
those things take a while to line up.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Anything else in general, like just final words that you
Anything
have?
else you want to share with Rachel? Just enjoy the sunshine while you can. Sun doesn't shine every day. So be out there, soaking it up when it's there in a state of gratitude, and that will carry you through the days when the sun doesn't break through the clouds. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, that's metaphorically speaking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of sun here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Okay, Wendy, come on up.
Hello
Hi.
there. How are you?
Terrific. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah.
My question, I just feel like I'm missing signs and opportunities. So I'm wondering if you could just tell me if my guides and angels have anything that they want to say to me and things I need to be paying attention to. Does
Yeah.
that help?
Okay. So for Wendy, what is she missing? Can you help her fill in the blanks? Yeah, I see you driving down the street and you're driving and driving and driving. You're looking for a certain street to turn off on and you're not seeing it. So it's really confusing because it seems like you're going on for a really, really long time. And what they're saying is keep the faith and keep going. When you get to the spot where it's ready for you to turn, they will make that turn stand out. Whether it's a neon light or a person standing there waving at you, they will make sure you see the sign. So don't worry about missing it. But sometimes you do go through a longer period than you would have ever imagined just on that straightaway. And it's like driving through Nebraska. Have you ever done that? Where everything
No.
is flat and it's like you go on and it seems like forever. There's nothing there to look at. And it makes it seem even more exaggerated than it really is. So that's what you're in right now. You're in that period. But they want you to know you keep going in faith. The more you focus on celebrating that that turn or whatever that thing is you're looking for is just around the corner, rather than, oh my God, when is it going to come? That different energy will get you there sooner.
Okay. Well, do you see if there's anything I can try different? Like I started writing a few little books, but I never finished anything. That's my biggest problem. I start things and I just don't see them through. I get bored and move on to something else. Um, is that something I should focus on, or just like what you said, just keep moving and celebrating the days and something will happen?
Well, if you're the type of person who starts things and doesn't finish them, and you really are aware of that and it bothers you,
Mhm.
you're probably a Palladian because that's one of their well-known traits. So it's not that there's something wrong with you if you're doing that. It just means that that's how you're wired. So knowing that about yourself, knowing that you're probably not going to complete the project on your own, you need to get people to help you. So you need to delegate. Find someone who can work on the project with you, take it from the spot where you've got it, and help you get it to the finish line. That takes care of your frustration, accomplishes the goal, and it also
Mhm.
helps that other person who might have been looking for just that opportunity. So instead of
Okay.
getting down on yourself, you become the problem solver. If I'm not
All
going to
right.
finish it, who can help me finish it?
Okay. That makes sense. Thank you so very, very much.
You are welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Eileen, come on up. Oh, I need you to, there you go. Yeah, it won't let me bring you up until your camera's on. There you are.
Hi there.
Good morning.
Don't mind me. I'm just getting over COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a feeling that's what you were
And
going
it
to say.
it hit me like a ton of bricks. And it's been a rough month from throwing my back out during my vacation week or staycation week to working with the NATO summit that was in the DC area to COVID to everything. What are the guides trying to tell me? I know they're trying to tell me something.
Well, it's like, Eileen, if you won't take the time to take care of yourself, we're going to set you up so that you have to. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, I've been well, that's when I had booked in for a full week of vacation that I was not going anywhere. I was just staying home and doing not much. So I was trying to take care of myself. I scheduled to go see some doctors and everything. And one of the doctors is where I caught the COVID
Yeah.
and
But it's a
had to
huge
cancel another doctor.
lesson. When you let the things pile up like that, you let them go for so long. It's like sometimes you are too sick to even catch a cold. So you have to start healing, taking care of yourself, and then all of a sudden you get the cold and you think, well, darn it, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Well, yeah, but you got to go through those processes because you neglected it for so long. So don't neglect it
Yeah,
for so long. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just more
yeah.
self-care right now and self-love.
That's the tough one for me. It's always been the tough one for me. It's self-love and self-care. It's
Yeah,
I've always been,
because here
well,
you are, and the tendency would be to beat up on yourself for letting yourself get to this place. But no, this is your springboard. Get out there on that springboard. I don't know if you dive, but get out there and take the dive into the deep end. Start living the life for Eileen. That's how you make it up to yourself. No beating up.
and that's part of the problem. I mean, even when I was out sick and on vacation, we were activated twice. And I still got online, did what I was supposed to, I thought I was supposed to be doing for work
Why? You were on
because
vacation.
We had an incident that happened that it was on a level 1 activation that was like all hands on deck.
So even if you're on vacation, you have to, you have no choice?
No, you don't have to. I just,
Okay, so there you go.
because I was stupid.
Yeah, well, that's again not putting you first. That
Yeah.
job is not giving you the kind of loyalty that you are giving to them. Vacation means
Yeah.
vacation, especially when you're already in that place and already sick. It's like,
Mm.
what, with your dying breath, you're going to run back and help them with an emergency instead of
Yeah,
taking care of
that's
you?
basically how I felt this week.
Because guess what? When you do that, you make that choice. Now you have just stopped yourself from helping all those other people that you might have helped.
Yeah,
So maybe if you
I,
look at it that way, it will help you to stop and take care of you.
yeah,
It's putting the
it's
oxygen
always,
mask on yourself.
that's what I just thought of. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There is a job that has come open at a university nearby. Is it in my optimal best best for me to apply for that position?
So the job at the nearby university, would that be an optimal choice for Arlene to apply? Sure. And is it highly likely that they would choose her if she does apply? Feels like a match, yeah. If you want it.
And that's the thing, I just don't know. It's in another city, Baltimore. So it'd be working at a university, which I really like.
Then you need to shift your energy because the energy you're presenting right now, the angels are not going to help you get it because you're not saying you want it.
I don't know if I want it, and that's the biggest thing. I
So that's the
really
thing. You've
don't
got to
know.
do the introspection. Focus. Let them know what the heck you want so they can help put it all together.
And that's the thing. I really don't know what would be in my, because I could see myself going into the deep end again there. It's another job in emergency management, and it's another thing that sucks me in. And I put too much of myself into those jobs. And I'm wondering if it's time for me to start pulling back from emergency management.
Well, it's
That's
like
the
an
thing.
addiction for you, isn't it? You can't stop yourself.
Yeah,
So what does that tell you? Would you
yeah.
voluntarily
I
sign up for another addiction?
and that's what I'm that's where I am with this job right now.
Yeah. So,
It's I love working at universities. I really love working at universities.
but knowing that you have the addiction, you can't help yourself, why would you willingly put yourself into the lion's mouth again?
And that's where I am right now.
Yeah, so no,
My
just
mind is shifting in that
let
direction.
that go. Find something that feels good that you can get excited about, and then they will help you to get it.
And that's the biggest problem, is trying to figure that out. I've been this week I tried to think and my mind was just not clear
Well,
enough
you're
to think.
sick. You got to give yourself time to heal. So, how
Yeah.
many years before you can retire and start writing your,
I'll be 64 next week.
can you take
So
early retirement?
I don't know. I have to check into that. I mean,
Start
I
looking
could take,
into when you can retire so that it
yeah,
works out for you with all the numbers. Because then's when you have the space to work on your book and stop being
yeah,
called back to these emergencies.
yeah. I mean, even this week with, with the IT issues that everybody had, we had an activation. So I was on at least listening into the conversations. I didn't do much. I just listened in, but I was still listening in.
That's not
So
vacation. You can't do that. You just
that's
have
what
to
I'm
cut it
taking
off.
sick time out. But they could tell by my voice that I was really, because some people, when they get COVID, it's just, oh, it's like a little cold. But no, I got the full flu thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you haven't forgotten that COVID can be deadly, right?
Oh, good. I work in DC Health. Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
me. I'm well aware
So
of that.
stop pushing yourself. Shut down, rest, and take care of yourself.
That's what I've been trying to do this week. I mean, I literally have
Stop
not done
trying and do it.
it. Do it.
Eileen
Yes.
deserves it.
Yeah. You sound like my mother. My mom. I think you. That's what I mean. I think you're channeling my mother right now.
Yeah.
Mom and dad.
But until you come to the place of standing up for yourself, putting you first, nobody else is going to do it.
And that's my problem. I never put myself first.
Yeah. So
That's always been
just do it. Even if it
do
feels
it.
weird, it will feel
Yeah,
strange. But push through,
that's
do it, because that's the breakthrough that you're waiting for.
yeah,
You need that.
yeah. I
You are going to so kick yourself when you get to the other side if you don't fix this problem in this lifetime,
know.
because you've been
Oh
trying for
yeah, I
a
know.
really long time.
Yeah. Is there anything else the guides or family members or someone need to tell me?
Anything else you want to share with Eileen? They're singing you a lullaby. They want you to go rest, sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom's lullaby for you.
Yeah. Understood.
Good.
And right now I just feel like crying.
Yeah. Go take care of you. You need it. It's time.
And with that, I'm going to sign off, but I will send love and positive, calming white light to everybody and to
Thank
the
you.
guides for their use for the good of the world.
Thank you. Be well.
Thanks.
Bye. Okay, Amanda, come on up.
Hello.
Hello.
So I just want to know if my guides have a message for me today.
Okay. So anything for Amanda today? I'm hearing Mr. Roberts singing It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Is that his name, Roberts?
Rogers.
Rogers, thank you. I was never watching him, but you know, I know the song. So it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and what does that mean to Amanda? Yeah, it's for you also. It's stopping, taking the time for the self-care, going out and smelling the flowers, and also connecting with other people. So it's like the example that he set, going out and meeting the neighbors and being that ray of sunshine and stability. It's more than sunshine, it's also providing that stable, reliable energy and person that people know they can count on. Because it feels like you're not getting out enough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, outside. Yeah, I've had COVID myself, actually. So
Oh, I'm
I have
sorry.
been.
Okay. Well, don't get that until you're healed, but yeah. So there's something about you connecting with more people that you haven't been doing, aside from the
Okay.
COVID.
Okay. I'll think about that. Do they have any specific advice for this coming week?
So anything for the coming week for Amanda? Flow. I'm seeing you floating on a raft. So it's recovering takes time. Don't rush it. Just be in that flow. And, when it's safe, then of course go out and be with people. Anything else? Now I'm hearing Moon River. What is that about? Yeah, it's knowing something's coming around the bend. So being at peace with it and allowing yourself to flow without rushing, without feeling like you're missing anything, because you're exactly where you want to be when you're in the flow.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you.
Your huckleberry friend is waiting around the bend, right?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You are welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Randy, did you leave? I'm not seeing your. Oh, there you
I'm
are.
here. Can you hear me?
Gotcha. Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, great. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us, or me. Um, my husband and I, we've been married coming up on 32 years, and about 17 years ago, we had some financial problems that we've had for, it's kind of still to today. However, we're starting to shift things. Things are finally starting to shift. And so I just want to know specifically if there's something that needs to happen. I also recently realized that I had put a soul curse on our relationship. So that curse has been released. And so the flow still hasn't, I know things take time. So I was just curious to know if we're moving in the right direction, if there's something that we're missing or I'm missing to help us actually move back into flow. Sustainability flow. Thank you.
So for Randy and her husband, what can you tell them about this situation that they're coming out of with releasing the curse and releasing the old financial obligations? Is it true that the curse is totally gone? Yes. Do you know why you put it on?
Yeah. My husband and I have a lot of lifetimes together, and we have a history of betrayal between us, me to him, him to us, or the original one. He betrayed me and I put the original curse on him. So that we went all the way back to the original contract between the two of us. It's now been released. But that's what it was.
Okay.
And I know for me right now in this lifetime, I really need to release resentment from the situation. And that piece is kind of holding me back, him back, and whatnot.
Okay. So what can you tell Randy about this resentment she's holding on to? How could she release that? You got to have the trust. So she doesn't have enough trust in him right now. Need to work on that. Whatever it takes for you to get to a place where you can, in your heart, honestly say, yes, I trust you, and go together, holding hands into your bright future. But that little bit is still there, pulling you backwards. It's like there's a rope tied to your heart. You're walking forward with him, but that rope is pulling you backwards. So it's something in you that needs to shift. So what can you tell her? How can she shift that? Is it more than clearing? Yeah, it needs to be more than clearing. It's a conscious effort that you're making. Okay, so I'm hearing Esther Hicks talk. Now, Esther tells this story about find something you can be grateful for or that you appreciate about this person that you really don't like. And of course, you can apply it in this situation. You each day find things that you are grateful and appreciate about your husband. Allow that to bloom. That's the blooming of the relationship and the releasing of the resentment. Step by step. It's not like just clearing it makes it go away, because that's a very deep old pattern.
It is a very deep pattern, and it's very much up in my field. I'm very aware of it. And I do think that that's the little thing that's kind of wedged in there. And I do have to have gratitude, because even though I blame him for the financial stuff and it's wedged in there, he still gets up every day with a smile on his face. And I'm very grateful for that. I guess for me, part of the resentment comes from I don't feel that he's trying to move forward. So I guess my question is, can we ask the guides if he actually is? So anyhow, because I'm a little bit conflicted there too.
Okay. So is it true that Randy's husband is working to move forward out of the financial problem? Yeah. He's doing it in a different way than you do, and that's why it feels to you like he's not doing it. So I got this visual of the two of you as a team of draft horses. You're big black percherons. You are yoked together, pulling this rig. And if you don't pull together, it doesn't work.
Right. Okay.
So stop questioning him, accept
Okay.
that he's doing it differently than you would, but his intentions are there. So when you pull together, you can overcome.
Okay, and that makes sense. And I guess for me, being 63 and being really tied into these old systems, the boomer systems, and he's He's a lot more risky and takes risks and kind of sees things differently. So I'm finally getting up on that bandwagon, because I know from the work I do that the systems are collapsing and the new ones are being rebuilt. But I'm having that problem of bridging those two pieces together. So this is helpful, giving me the faith and the confidence that we're moving in the right direction, and we're solving some of the old pieces that are still lingering around. So those are all in the process of being resolved too. So
Yeah. So if you can be grateful that he has a different perspective than you on this, because that's bringing two perspectives together to find the compromise to move forward. If you both had exactly the same, you might not make as much progress. It's important to have a different perspective.
And then the trust and the faith in it. Okay.
Yes, and releasing the resentment. So you work on that appreciation of him. So the fact that he is different from you,
Okay.
so that you
And
can
that
see a broader perspective.
Okay. And then the next piece of it, which falls into it, I'm finally getting ready to launch the work that I'm here to do in my mission statement. And my daughter, I believe, is finally healthy. She had some issues with mental health for a long time, but I believe she's finally whole, and then I'm ready to move forward. So if I could just get confirmation on that too.
Okay. So sorry, I was distracted. Can you say about your daughter again?
My daughter had spent the last 8 years with mental health issues, and I believe that helping her work heal through her timelines, that she's finally become whole. And I just and because she's whole, I'm finally able to go forward on my pathway and complete my mission work that I'm here to do. And I just would like some confirmation that she's more whole than not.
Okay.
Or
So,
that she's in wholeness, I guess, is the way to ask that
okay.
question.
So Randy's daughter, has she come to a place of more stability where she can stand on her own 2 feet? Is that true? And not quite. No, she's kind of in the middle. She's on her way,
Okay.
but she still needs a little support. So it's not like you can take the training wheels away today.
No.
She needs a little more support to get there, but on the
she's
right track.
definitely, yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then my other last question, if there's just any general advice or wisdom or insight that I should know
Okay.
to help me navigate going
So
forward.
anything else you want to share with Randy? Faith and trust will get you through. It's really leaning on that. And it's not so much faith and trust in the people in your life, it's faith and trust in your team, because they will help you to fill the gaps.
Huh.
And now is a time, there's so much turmoil and chaos. It's harder to hold on to that, but this is the time you need to. This is what you've been working towards. You know, we've been working on getting our sea legs stronger for a few years, and now is the time we're being tested.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's my time for emergence, so it's all kind of coming together at the same time. Thank you very much for your insight and guidance and the guides. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. You guys, on the YouTube side, if you've been thinking about joining us and you weren't sure, come on over, because I only have a few people left. And that's the reason I'm letting people go on and ask multiple questions, because we've got the time. So if you come in and you need help, we will get to you. So Aurora, are you there? Can you turn on your camera? Okay, Anne, come on up, because I'm not seeing Aurora.
Oh, hi, Deborah.
Hey there, just a sec. Okay, now I gotcha. Great to see you. You look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Yourself too.
Thank you.
And that background is really nice.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, so my situation is the apartment building I'm living in. They're remodeling the apartments, and they've also in the last 2 years increased the rent by $300. So they keep increasing it a lot. This is, well, I was supposed to, they told me I had to leave, and then they said, no, you can stay. and they did that twice. So this has been going on for 2.5 years. But I have to leave. Even if they said I could stay, I don't want to stay anymore because they keep switching back and forth. So because this has been going on for so long, I spent a lot of time initially looking online for different ideas of where to move. And I got a lot of data. I got a lot of information, but I'm really so stuck, and keep trying to figure out where it would be best for me to move. The new rental financial criteria is difficult, so that puts a lot of limits on where I can move to, or where I thought maybe I would move to. So I'm really getting pretty nervous about this, and even though I spent a lot of time trying to look into things and make a decision, I'm just coming up blank. And this has been going on for 2 years, like.
Yes, I
I gotta
remember.
leave
Did
and they
you
change
speak
the
to
law.
Circle to see if there's anybody at Circle who can point you in the right direction?
I did speak to us to somebody, yeah, but I don't have to stay here. I mean, I'm considering different states, so that's why I said I have no idea.
Okay, so do you want to ask about specific places to see what's the most optimal?
Okay, that
Where
would be.
can we help you with this?
Okay, so Pennsylvania. You want to just ask about the states?
Okay, so is Pennsylvania an optimal choice for Anne to move? Yes.
New York.
New York? Would New York be optimal for Anne? No.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Ooh, oh, I get a big shudder with New Jersey. I don't know what that's about, but it's not a good place for you.
Okay. Delaware.
Delaware. Would Delaware be optimal? No.
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 Maine.
Maine. It could be. Not as good as Pennsylvania, but it could be.
And Virginia.
Virginia. Get a yes on that.
Told
That
you.
feels way better than Maine.
Oh, okay. So then between Virginia and Pennsylvania, is
Yeah.
there any on that?
Do you want me to ask about that, or are you okay with having those two choices?
Well, which one? I mean, they're both, is one stronger than the other, or they're
So
both?
between Pennsylvania and Virginia, would Pennsylvania be the better choice? It's in between. What about Virginia? Yeah, Virginia just slightly edges out Pennsylvania.
Okay, so I told you I was all over the place. I even kind of considered Colorado or Ohio. Ohio would be a good thing to ask.
Okay, Ohio, would that be optimal for Anne? Could be. Would it be more optimal than Virginia? No, Virginia's still number one. Is Ohio more optimal than Pennsylvania? No. So you got Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio.
Okay. Well, I was all over the place. You can see where my mind is. I'm usually pretty good at figuring things out, but not been stumped with this. Okay, then I don't know if it helps to ask, should I rent or think of buying something?
So the optimal choice for the new home, would it be a rental? A purchase? Yeah, if you can purchase, that would be better. But do you have time? Because the interest rates are really high right now.
I'm not tied into anything right now. I
Yeah.
know.
So if you can watch the interest rates and narrow it down to where you want to go.
Yeah, no, I have to
Also,
be out by the end of the year.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to change by then, but Biden's talking about fixing the prices on housing. So there's that to look forward to as well.
Well, we'll see, right? Nah, can I ask a few other things?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I'm not doing some things I should be doing. So is there something I should be doing? In general, or I can ask specific?
Well, if you have a specific, it's better to ask the specific.
Okay, drawing.
What is it?
Drawing.
Drawing. So would it be a wise choice for Anne to do drawing? Yeah, if it makes you happy, do it. Anything that makes you happy and feel good, because you've got to shift your energy. You're in this slightly depressive place. So anything that brings you out of that into a giggle or a little bit of a chuckle or even better, look towards those things, do more of those things, because into the doing of that, you're shifting your energy, which is going to help your angels bring more options to you. See, they're all being blocked right now by that veil of depression.
Yeah, I've been pretty upset. I mean, yeah, sometimes I wake up quite devastated. Can you tell me, I don't know how to ask this. I feel like I have a big Egyptian link to Egypt, ancient Egypt.
Okay.
Can you-
So, does Anne have past life connections to Egypt? Yes. Many? I'm hearing 12. So you're saying she had 12 past lives in Egypt? Yes.
Okay, so then, yeah. So I'm thinking of, studying a lot of Egyptian. I kind of started studying different Egyptian stuff, so I guess that's a good thing to do.
Mhm. If it makes you happy, yeah, look for things that make you happy. That's your rule. Write that down, tape it on the wall, and do something at least one thing that makes you happy every day.
Okay.
It's super important. It's not me just saying this, it's the energy. When you shift into that energy of being happier, you open the door and allow more to come in.
Okay. Well, I volunteer at a community farm. That's where I was this morning. And I like that a lot. If I could go work on a farm, I probably would, but I don't think I'd get a job doing that. Are there any messages, anything that I should know?
Anything you want to share with Anne? Stop looking down, start looking up. Get out in the sunshine, fresh air. Yeah, it's feeling like you've just been almost cocooning yourself. And that's not living, Anne.
I have. You're
It's
right.
time to start living. These things will not change until you break out of that cocoon. You take the action for yourself. You say, I want to live, because you're not living right now. You're just existing.
Well, I feel very unstable because
So one
I
step
feel
at a
very
time
unstable because of
towards something that feels good will help you feel more stable. This is how you climb out of the hole.
and then are there any messages from Serapis Bay?
Anything Serapis Bay wants to share with Anne? I'm seeing blazing tomato red. So is that about the root? Yeah, it's about your root chakra. So you're saying she's not well grounded. Yeah. Yeah, you are just like dangling around. You need some deeper roots. And it's like you're afraid to put those roots down. You're afraid to make a choice because it might be the wrong one. But you don't know till you try. And if you make a choice that ends up being the wrong one, then you just make a new choice. Don't let the fear of making a wrong choice stop you from making any choice. That's huge.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else about the housing thing?
Anything else about the housing? And then we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Anything else about the housing? You have to make a choice. The angels can't help you until you make a choice. That's the bottom line.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Deborah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Take care.
Okay. Katharina, are you there?
I am Deborah. Hi.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
great to see you.
Great to see you too. Do my guides have any message for me about love in general, romantic love,
Okay.
please?
So anything you want to share with Katharina about romantic love? I'm hearing love songs. What else? Not giving me a specific one yet, just kind of Burt Bacharach type songs.
Okay.
So those are very mellow if you're not familiar, very mellow, classic. Okay, why is that important? Love is constant, steady. It is a classic. Okay. So what can she do with that though? It's about deciding what you want. What kind of love do you want? Yeah, that's the track they want you to go down. So are you looking for someone who shares your morals, your values? Are you looking for somebody to bring adventure into your life? And maybe you can get a combination of those things, but it's more about you crystallizing for yourself. What do you want out of a relationship? And then they will help you to find the right person. But right now,
Okay.
it's just so broad.
Okay, so they
Does
don't
that
see
make sense?
anything. Yeah, I like that. They don't see anything specific on the horizon for me. Do they see anything kind of
Well, is
happening?
there a wonderful long-term relationship on the horizon? Maybe it's about you coming to terms with what you really want.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm.
not enough specificity for them to coalesce and bring together that group because they won't just send you one, they'll send you options.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
need you to decide what it is you really want.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And then just my one other question, which is I have a situation with a friend that was really interesting in the last few days where both my friend and I had been intuitively feeling into something that was going to happen in a really positive way for my friend. And we both were really trusting our intuition on this. And then it turned out completely differently than either of us had tuned into intuitively. Can you ask my guides what that means? Can we trust our intuition on this? What happens when you have an intuitive sense about something and then it plays out so differently? Is that free will happening? What was going on there?
So for Katharina, what was this thing about where she and her friend got the wrong answer from their intuition? Yeah, they're saying don't beat up on yourself for that. When you are emotionally involved, connected to the outcome, it's really, really hard to distinguish the truth. So if you're wanting some help in that regard, then you get somebody to tune in for you who's not at all emotionally involved. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
for most psychics, they don't read on themselves.
yeah.
It's hard because you're so emotionally involved. Or like if you want to read your pets, it's really hard because you know them. And so you find yourself substituting what you think they would say or do or want rather than what they're really saying.
Right. And
So
that was
don't,
what yeah.
yeah, don't beat up on yourself for that. That's very normal. Now you can work to overcome it. And at some points you can overcome it, but it's always going to be a little iffier than intuition for something you're not involved in.
Sure, sure. Yeah, that's what I thought, that maybe we both got too invested in the excitement of it.
Yeah, you have to
So,
take yourself emotionally out of it.
yeah. Okay, thank you. And one last question, if I may. a month ago at your readings, then I asked when I could travel, and I was told 2 to 3 months. That would now be 1 to 2 months. Does that time frame still feel good to my guides for me to travel 1 to 2 months?
For Katharina, is it optimal for her to travel in 1 to 2 months? I still get a yes on that.
Oh, great. Perfect. Thank you so much, Deborah. Have a lovely
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Aurora, you said you came back. Let me see if I can find you. There you are. I just need you to turn on the camera and then I can bring you up.
Hi, sorry about that. I was
That's
having
okay.
some technical difficulties.
That's okay. It happens. So
Thank
what is your
you.
question?
My question is, I'm gonna be starting a civil lawsuit against someone, and I wanted to know how that process is and how long it will it take and the outcome.
Okay. Well, it can change, but I'll tell you what it is right now.
Okay.
So for Aurora, the civil lawsuit, is it highly likely that it will be successful? Yes, right now it's feeling successful. And can you give us a timeline for when it will start or when it will be completed or what?
When it will be completed.
Okay, so a timeline for when the lawsuit would be completed. Is it more than 6 months? Less than, okay. So more than 3? Somewhere between 3 and 4 months.
Okay. And will it be a will the reward be significant? The
So
awarded the awarded punitive damages and total damages.
So will the judgment award, will that be substantial, significant? It's going to be less than you're hoping for.
Okay. And will I be moving in the next couple of years is my next question.
Okay, so would it be optimal for Aurora to move in the next 1 to 2 years? I get a no on that. So she needs to stay where she's at? Yeah.
Okay. So I will not be moving to a different home.
A different
This
home?
is what you're getting.
Well, let me just ask that specifically because they could have interpreted it as a different place.
Exactly.
Location. So that's why we have to be very specific. So for Aurora, moving to a different home within the next 1 to 2 years, would that be likely? Yeah, you can move to a different home. Would that be an optimal choice for her? If that's what you want. Yeah.
And regarding the last question I have is regarding my daughter. Do the guides see my relationship becoming stronger and more of a mother-daughter relationship than it has been in the last few years?
So is it highly likely that Aurora and her daughter will mend their relationship in the near future? Yeah, I see you like taking baby steps towards each other. Very cautiously, very tentatively, so don't rush it. Go slow. But yeah, the potential is there.
Okay. Is there, will it ever go back to the way it was?
Is it highly likely it will ever go back to where it was before? It'll be different, but it can be better. So allow for that to happen.
Okay, great. I think that is all my questions. The civil lawsuit was the biggest thing that is happening right now. That's the most immediate. One other thing, regarding the crimes that my family and I have been experiencing in the last 2 years. are there going to be additional arrests made regarding this case?
Okay. Is it highly likely there will be additional arrests made in the crimes against Aurora and her family? Not looking like it now.
Okay.
So you energetically let it go. Move on. Don't
Yeah.
stay stuck in that. That won't
Okay.
benefit you.
Okay.
Know that karma
Okay.
takes care of everybody equally.
Yeah.
Turn it over to karma. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your gift
You're
and for
welcome.
sharing it. Thank you for the guides. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, John, are you there?
I am here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Terrific. Glad to see you. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen your face before.
Oh, you want to see the whole face? There it is. Anyway, I have a situation, and I'm very stubborn about it. My youngest daughter has shown a great amount of disrespect towards my wife. And since that time, it's when my mother died. And since that time, we've been apart. And it's been, 12 years. And I'm adamant that until she can become an adult and apologize for her actions, that I have nothing to do with her. And I've expressed this to her, and she doesn't have to like my wife, but she has to respect my wife because she's my wife. I mean, come on, I made the choice. She's part of my life. My wife's the major part of my life. And my question is she ever, and I pretty much made it clear that if we can't clear this up this lifetime, it's going to get pushed back. It's not going to go away. I'm not going to ignore it. She needs to show respect. She doesn't have to show any kind of liking, but she does have to show respect. Is she ever going to get to the point in this lifetime or maybe in the future where she can bring herself up to become the person she needs to be to move on? Or are we never going to speak again?
Are you confident that she knows what it means to be respectful, what you're expecting of her?
Yes, I've laid it
Okay.
all out on a few occasions.
Great. Okay. So for John and his daughter, is it likely that she will ever treat his wife with respect? It's up in the air. So that's kind of good news. It's not a no. The possibility exists. So if you can just send her love, that's what you can do that's positive, and then you just keep living your life.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I mean, I'm not telling her how to live her life, but I am telling her what it takes to get back into our life together. And
Can your wife also send her love? Because if she's sending her love, you don't have to worry about what she does with it. You just send it. That will cause the other person to shift in some way.
yeah, my wife has absolutely no trust. She doesn't trust her in any regards, any respect. And because of that, she doesn't want to hear anything about her. She doesn't even want me to talk to her. And that's something she has to work out. That's not her. I don't tell people how to live their lives. I just tell them, this is where I'm at. You guys work around it.
But for your daughter, she's probably unconsciously feeling that block from your wife, which is going to keep her from shifting. So if your wife could come to a place in herself of saying, I will send her love because she's your daughter. That's it. She doesn't have to have anything more to do with her. Just sending her love because she's your daughter. She's an extension of you. And therefore, I will send her love without getting involved in, anything she expects to happen as a result. Just the act of doing that, it's like greasing the wheels, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that could help to break things up because your daughter would feel the shift, and then she has the opportunity to also shift if she wants to. But right now they're loggerheads.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. Okay, I was just wondering, and pretty much answers my question. I mean, when this happened, I checked in with my guides and they said, this may not be this lifetime. You need to hold your ground. She needs to learn this lesson, but it may not happen in this lifetime.
Yeah, you just have to be at peace with it. They're living their lives. But
Yeah.
the positive thing you can do, because love is the most powerful force.
Okay.
So you send her love. If you can get the wife to do it too, that would be great. And then you just allow it to unfold. Get the angels involved.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's see. Shella, can you turn on your camera so I can bring you up? Are you there? There you are.
Hi.
Hi. What's
Hi.
your question?
I wanted to know, well, I submitted a form for, or a claim for a class action lawsuit. And I was just wondering if I would get accepted, and then I think that's the question I
Okay.
want to ask. Yeah,
All right.
if it'll go through for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for Shella, is it highly likely she will be accepted into this class action lawsuit? Yes, she'll be accepted. Okay.
Okay. Do you know like how long it'll be before anything happens with that?
Can you give us a timeline on when she will hear something? Do you really want to know when you'll get money?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the real question.
Okay.
Is it highly likely she will get some money from this lawsuit? That's up in the air.
Okay.
They're iffy. And can you give us a time frame when she might hear about it? It's going to be years. I'm hearing years.
Oh, okay.
Long
Well,
time. So maybe 2 years, but that can change because these things,
okay.
there's lots of ways they can wiggle
Oh, I
and
know they
extend
they
them.
changed the dates when you had to submit your claim in. So, but that's okay. Also, I'm thinking of taking a course online, and it's a crystal healing course. I'm just wondering if I should take it because it kind of like puts me in the financial little way there. But I'm really interested in it, and I just don't know like if it would, if I could take it somewhere if I took it, if I could work with it for my crystal healing. And I have Reiki just a level 2 though, but I kind of stopped that because I got scared when I was healing someone and I saw something. It kind of made me nervous, so I haven't touched it since. Because yeah. Okay.
So would it be an optimal choice for Shella to take this crystal healing course? No. If you really want to do it, look around and find one that doesn't put you in a financial bind and do that.
Okay. Okay,
That's a
great.
bad choice for you because it's putting you on the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what about the scare with the Reiki? What can you tell her about that? Oh, sweetheart, get over it. Things are going to shift. You're going to see things. That's what you wanted when you went into that work.
Yes, but I did it on my partner, and there was like this black mass, and then he couldn't he couldn't walk there because it was in his spine. So, but it was only a couple of days after I saw it that he started like falling around and ended up. But he's okay now, though. But it just kind of made me.
So it's something you didn't understand and it scared you. So then you go to
Yeah.
your mentor or whoever you trained with, get support for that. Don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah. No, I talked to her and she said, just keep going because you'll pull it out. But like I said, he started falling. He ended up in the hospital there, but they found it anyway. It's not there anymore. So I guess they did what they're supposed to do. Also, there's another question. I have foster children. Okay, and I love doing that. I have this boy that I want to help, and he's 15, but like he's really behind on his stuff, even like being a little bit independent, you know, he can't make choices. I'm supposed to take him until he's 18, and I was just wondering if that I should do that, because I have a lot of problems with his mother and it's just, I don't want chaos in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Do you
for
understand my
sure,
question?
yes, I do.
Thank
Would
you.
it be a wise and optimal choice for her to foster this 15-year-old boy? I get no immediately. Why would
Oh,
you open the door and bring chaos into your life? You already
that's,
have your own struggles.
yeah. Well, it's I have him here now, and we're supposed to go to court in 3 months because I put it off. I just, I feel like if I don't help him, he won't get the help he needs to move
Okay.
positively in his life.
No, that's ego
Mhm.
talking. I'm the only one that can
No,
help.
no, I
No,
meant,
no, I want
yeah,
you to
okay,
understand
yeah,
this. So the
okay,
truth is there are other people who can help him. You don't have to be the one,
okay,
especially if it's going to upset your apple cart at home.
okay.
If
Well,
he's going to bring
yeah,
chaos to your life, why would you willingly choose
it's
that?
more his mother than him, you
But
know?
the
Yeah,
situation, so it's
okay,
not, you can do it. Absolutely, you
uh-huh,
can, but it will bring chaos to your life. So it's not a wise choice. And
okay,
somebody else can help him. So if
okay.
you get out of the way, then that makes space for someone
Oh,
else to help.
okay. Well, that sounds okay because
That's a trap that women fall into very often
mhm,
because of that whole good girl caretaker thing. It's like, I've got to do it because who else is going to do it? It's not true.
okay.
There are other people.
It's just, you know, he moved around so much. I had him 2 times already, and this is the third time. And he has been shifting around from home to home, kind of, you know. And I don't know. I feel like he missed out on a lot of like stuff that he should know and feel, like love and love himself kind of stuff. But okay, I understand. I have one already that I have, and I had her since a baby, and I love her like she's my own. I think she was in my life many, many lives with me. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't think there's anything else. I don't.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Letty, come on up. Hi,
Can you hear me?
I
Okay.
hear you.
Hi, how are you?
Terrific. I
Oh,
love your background.
thank you. Thank you. I just came out. I go, I'm always inside the house. I go, I need some sunshine. I wasn't gonna come up, but gotta tell you, I see that a lot of us are struggling with depression.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because of the shift that the universe that what's going on? Because for me, I've been hiding my depression for the longest time. And finally, I was able to come up to and told a friend about it. Um, and I guess just a little story before I asked my question. I got to the point that I felt that I was falling off the edge. And you know, when you cry, that comes from your gut,
Mm-hmm.
that it rips you. Okay. I did that the other day, and my 3 animals, my 2 dogs and my cat, they all surrounded me and laid next to me, every single one of them. So I'm wondering if that's the angels having them showing me that I'm not alone, that it's I'm gonna come out of this. And I feel lighter because I was able to tell somebody that, it's like, that song about the tears of the clown, that if you
Yeah.
don't get close to you,
Mhm.
okay. And I'm excellent at that. I'm fine with everything, but I push, push, push. But I realized that I ran out of fuel. For too many years, I've been going and going and going and going and going. And now I lost my purpose. So that's and that happened after my mom passed away. I took care of my parents all my life. And now that she's gone, and I know she's around me, but I feel like, oh my gosh, I totally feel lost. So my question to the angels is, because I was able to release the pain, is that the opening that I needed to do, the healing? Because I know that there's a huge, huge blessing coming, and I can feel it, that it's at at the tip of my fingers, but I can't reach it yet. Is that making the change for me to be able to get there?
Well, it's a start. I get this visual of you opening up the floodgates and like the Niagara Falls coming out. There's that much pent up stuff. You need to
Mhm.
clear that out. So
Okay.
it's time for focus on you, self-care.
Okay.
Allow that stuff to be purged, to do the healing, and little baby steps towards doing things that make you happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you even know what makes you happy?
Yes. Yes, I do. I want to travel.
So
I
when
want to travel.
start?
I need to start. I just need to sell my home. I already know where I'm going. I know my place in the world where it's at. And because it's the place that every time I go to, the ocean draws me in. It just hypnotizes me, and I love it. I haven't
So
felt that way.
it might take a while to get everything prepared and actually do that. Can you, in the meantime, take short little trips once in a
Right now,
while
I can't. I
to
can't.
give yourself that?
Yeah, no, right now I can't. I I need to sell my house. I have my house up for sale. And because I have my 3 animals and I can't leave them. I don't trust anybody, you know. So once I sell the house, the 4 of us will leave. And but I know where I'm at, even though it's a beautiful place. This has never been my place. I just did it to I moved here because my mother wanted to be close to her son before she died,
Mhm.
to my brother. So she wanted to spend whatever year she had left um close to him, and I did. I did. So now it's time for me to go. I gave the thanks to the home. I walked all around and I said, okay, thank you for giving us almost 5 years of beautiful happiness. Now it's time for me to leave. I need to leave. And and that's what, I feel like I'm stuck here until I can sell it.
Yeah, but that's not true. That's a limiting belief. What if you took the 3 dogs and you went to a nearby lake as a substitute? It's something to get you
Okay.
out of what you're in. Stop
Okay.
thinking, in that limited way.
Yeah,
You
okay,
need
okay.
you need little bits of respite to climb the ladder out of the dark hole.
Okay.
So
Okay.
don't let, oh, I've got to sit here and wait till the home sells. No,
Okay.
you go grab it right now. It just might look different than what
Okay.
the ultimate plan looks like,
Okay.
but you can do it.
Okay.
And that will
How-
start to help you feel better. And
Yeah.
the better you feel, the more opportunities will show up. So when they show up, you happily thank your angels and you imbibe.
Mhm.
Also, ask your angels to expedite the sale of the house.
Okay. That's
So
what
those are
I've
all
been
powerful
asking.
things you
Yes.
can do.
Yes, I've been asking. When you let go, you say, okay, you surrender, but then you take it back, you surrender, and you take it back. Well,
Yeah.
I know that I've been doing that, but I just finally said in that cry that I had, I said, okay, I can't do anything anymore. It's out of my hands. So do whatever you need to do, and I'll accept whatever it is.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you figure out
Mm-hmm.
a way to give yourself small little doses of what you
Okay.
need to keep you going.
Okay. Yeah, because I tend to stay in the house and do the yard work and enjoy the yard work and just come out at night and look at the moon and look for my angels, look at the stars. So those are the things that I tend to do. But
those are good things, but you're saying you need more than that.
Oh, absolutely. I know, I know, and I envision myself and I see myself where I need to be. But because I've been a go, 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 go person throughout my entire life, now that I don't have the responsibility of taking care of somebody like my mom, I just feel I ran out of fuel and I'm just stuck. It's like I can see the finish line, but I don't have the fuel to get there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
So there's a meditation on my YouTube channel. It's a vital force energy infusion.
Okay.
Do that. That will help. But
Okay.
also getting away and giving yourself those gifts.
Okay.
That will help too. So those little baby steps will get you there.
Okay. That's I will do. I will do that. Can you write it down on the comments, the name of the meditation?
Sure.
And so that way I can pull it up. And can you ask my angels if they have anything else to tell me?
Anything you want to share with Letty? Yeah, you need to be more grounded. I'm seeing that tomato red for you too. What else? Yeah, don't be afraid to put down roots because you can always move them. They're not permanent unless you say they're permanent. So if that's part of what's keeping you from being grounded, then let that go because that's just more limited thinking. It's when you think of something and you run into a brick wall or you say a but or I can't, that is a challenge from the universe to you, Letty, to say, oh, I can't, huh? Well, how can I? And you find a solution that works for you.
Okay.
Start meeting those challenges,
Yeah.
overcoming them, finding the workaround that gets you where you need to be.
Okay.
Get out of that box of limitation.
Yeah, I'm trying. Let me
The
tell you,
world is waiting for you.
I'm every day I get up in the morning and I find something to be thankful for, and I ask and I say thank you for this beautiful day that's coming. Thank you for the how I walk around the house and I thank it. I thank my animals. I mean, I have so much, but it's just I know where I want to be at.
Yeah, and that's all great. You just need to step it up a little more.
Yeah. Okay.
Baby step your way to feeling wonderful.
Okay, I just want this energy to go away, this bad energy. It's like, whoa, it just hit me like a
Well, it's fatigue and depression. So as you take powerful steps, feel better, you'll feel better and then better and better. But you have to start somewhere.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much, Deborah.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think we're ready for you, Debbie.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi there.
I just have been enjoying today so much. The sands, the flow of sands, enjoying that and finding your joy. With Letty taking baby steps, I kept thinking about me and how I was there several times over the course of the years. And oops, Letty, I think you need to mute yours.
Oh, I got it. Thank you.
There you go. Anyway, it was just following those breadcrumbs is the way to joy and then finding that joy. And I remember that every single day. When things go a little awry, I just look for the joy and follow that. So it makes the difficult days a lot easier. So I don't have any major questions. I've just enjoyed today. So I'm just open to whatever my guides and team and Metatron have to tell us.
Okay, so what would you like to share with Debbie today? been through a lot of turmoil over the last somewhat short period of time. And what I'm getting is that it's time for you to do a chakra clearing, to
Oh.
do the whole thing, top to bottom. I'm hearing Roto-Rooter, but it's not really Roto-Rooter. But you know what I mean? It's like clearing out
Yeah.
all the old gunky stuck stuff so that those chakras then can get wound up and really spin efficiently, which will help you in everything that you're doing.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
It's
I like
almost a
that.
renewal.
Do I need to do it on my own, or do I need to find somebody to help
You
me
can
do
do
that?
it yourself. There are meditations on my channel that are for
Yeah.
that. You can find one anywhere that you like. Try several, see how they feel.
Okay.
Use your
Okay.
intuition to find the one that fits you.
Sure. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that will just bring even more joy and more clearing and more, I'll be
It's
able to
more
follow the breadcrumbs
lightness
better.
of
It won't be
being.
so, yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, it's so interesting because when you were talking about find something to smile about, I was thinking about my mom's dog that just moved in with us. And he is a hoot. He is a hoot. He makes me giggle every day. I mean, all the time. Dances around for 12 years and 9 months. He's just a bundle of joy. And yeah, he sleeps a little bit, but he's just funny. Like this morning, he jumped in my chair at the kitchen table. And, you know, that is what is so important, is to find that joy in all of the things we do. So I will take your guidance, and more joy will come, more guidance, and, you know, because I think then it'll open up what I'm supposed to do next once my internet is fully functioning.
Yeah. And isn't that interesting, the synchronicity between firing up your chakras and firing up your internet connection?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a few months ago you were saying that, you know, Zoom and get more internet, and then it became a reality. And so now I'm on my phone, but I can't Zoom on my computer, which is what I would prefer to do.
Yeah.
And once that fiber optics is installed, I'll be able to.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you're enjoying the new dog and looking for all the joy, which is perfect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything's good. So thank you for today.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here and for wrenching for me.
I love it. I actually really enjoy it. So I wish more people would make comments, though, as people talk. I think it's okay to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love their input. I'm going to pop over there before we end and just skim through to see what's going on. But, you know, we had a small group today, so I was able to let people ask more questions than normally. But what I want everybody to understand is that even if I had, you know, 20 or more people here, we would still make it work because we are in control of our time. So we can expand, we can contract, we can compact it, whatever we need to do to get everybody's needs met. So I don't want anybody to hold back and not show up because they think, well, it took all that time to get through this many people, so there's no way you're going to get to me. And then they drop off before I get there, which happened again today. Some people just didn't stay long enough for me to get to them. But the intention is to share this love and this light, the amazing guidance of the angels with whomever wants to be here to receive it, especially now because things are so crazy in the world and not just in the US, everywhere. So we need this support. We need to stand together, which reminds me, you guys, I put up a little short, so that means it's less than a minute, about Biden on my channel. So if you don't support Biden, don't do this. But if you do, if you would like to send him encouraging love and light, please go watch that video and do as you feel led because he needs it right now. And it will benefit all of us. That's my belief, of course.
Yes, I did that. It was wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I felt really compelled to do that and an urgency to do that. it was feeling like, he was teetering on the brink. And if we came together and sent our support, that he would stand strong, because what they're doing and trying to push him out is wrong. And it's wrong for all
I
of
agree.
us. It will create more problems. And damn it all to hell, all of us, our lives are on the line here. Do you know in Project 2025, they specifically call out psychics, mediums, tarot readers, any of us. They're going to get rid of us, either lock us up or kill us. You're going to sit back and let that happen? We all have to come out, because it really is life or death. It's not a joke. It's not hyperbole. It's serious. So I'm sorry to end that on a downer. So we'll bring it back up again with our closing. But anything else from you, Debbie?
No, I don't think so, unless you want to do a message for Dan.
Okay.
It's up to
So
you.
anything you want to share with Dan? I'm hearing whistle while you work. Does Dan whistle?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, maybe he needs to. Or sing. He can sing if he can't whistle. But there's something about that will shift his energy. So that's important. It's a lightness that is lacking, that he needs. It's a layer of lightness. What else is it? Yeah, because he's doing work that he enjoys, but there's still a little too much of that, that steely, heavy focus where you fall out of the joy, and it's the grind. So the whistle, the sing, whatever he does to shift, that will help bring him back into that state of the joy of what he's doing, which will make it go faster so he can get more done and have more leisure time.
Perfect. That makes perfect sense.
It's like too much tunnel vision focus on the task. Don't be a taskmaster. That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll try to help lighten it up. This puppy, or the 12-year-old dog, is making us both laugh a lot, which is bringing more joy, and I'm whistling because I whistle for the dogs. Let me see if I can get him to whistle too.
Whistle or sing, either works.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I love it. I think that ended us on a very upbeat.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will let you go, and I'll pop over to YouTube.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, so I think we've gotten through everybody on the Zoom side. All right, so let me switch this thing. I always forget this thing at the top that says top chat and live chat. So that's why I've missed some messages. So yeah, they're more popped in. So 3 shifting veils. Thanks for being here. Love and light to you. C'est la vie. Hey. Glad to have you here. Acadian proud. Thank you for the white light. We love it. Goddess light. Thank you for the hearts and the flowers. Sheila, good morning. Now, good afternoon. Debbie said shifting sands. Yeah, that rings true. Feel it, see it, flow with it. Lori. Oh, I'm sorry, Lori. I hope that you can come back another time and pop on to Zoom with us, or come on the first Monday of the month when I answer questions only on the YouTube side. Thanks for getting to that, Debbie. Oh, well, that was short. I think I got to almost all of them. So Tammy from Alberta, Canada. So glad to have you here. Hope that you'll join us on the YouTube side one, or the Zoom side one of these days, Tammy. It would be wonderful to see your face. Oh, and I missed a cat. A cat, in order to call in, you have to have the Zoom link, which means you've got to be on my mailing list so I can send it to you. So I'll put the link in there for you to sign up so that you can join us next time. And it's really easy to remember, you guys. Just go to DebraLupien.com, Deborah with 2 B's, and it's right there on that page, on the front page, at the top and at the bottom. Sign up for my VIP list, because that's who you are. You are the very important people in my world. That's why I invite you to join me, and we do these free readings on Zoom. So that's all you have to do. Oh, and Letty, was it Letty? You were asking about the meditation. So it's vital force, energy infusion. If you have my book, Little Book of Meditations, it's also in the book. That was a super powerful angel meditation that everybody should use periodically when you need a boost because it's so wonderful. All right, I think that's everything. If I missed anybody, hey, Leslie, glad you could be here. So those of you who want to be able to come on Zoom with us next month, get that link below, debralupien.com. Go sign up. I write to you once a week on Sunday to give you an update on what's going on. Once in a while, you get an extra one, like when I give you the Zoom link. But otherwise, I try to keep it to once a week. So, hey, Janny, I didn't see you there. Glad you're here. I think I got everybody else. If I missed you, it was not deliberate. And so I just want to say thank you to all of you for being here. So let's take a moment and just bring that energy down as we close our circle today. So sit back, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. Oh, and connect with those powerful angels, guides, enlightened masters and beings. Thank you to all of our amazing teams for being here with us today. We so appreciate you and each one of you bringing your energy into the circle to make it what it is. And it was a small circle today, but it was still a powerful circle. So each of you are appreciated with what you bring to the table. We invite more to join us because there's room. There's room for everybody who wants to be here. We will make that work. So we're just asking, Creator, all of our teams, please be with us. Help us through these challenging days that we're navigating right now. Help us to stay in a positive frame of mind as we face these challenges, because we know we will be okay because you are right there. You're holding our hands, you're guiding and protecting us every step of the way. You're bringing us the insights, the inspirations that will help us to be our most effective, impactful selves as we live our purpose every day in this world. We thank you for putting your love and your blessing on the outcome of this upcoming election, so that what comes from it is a bringing the people together in love and common purpose. And right now, we ask you to encircle us with that beautiful, powerful love. Let us feel it rubbing up against us, bringing us together, strengthening us, strengthening our resolve and our determination to keep moving forward as we march to Earthtopia together. We can do this. It's been promised. We're counting on it. And we thank you for giving us this opportunity. So I think that's about everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We so appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. And I will see you on the first Monday in August. I can't believe it's going to be August, but first Monday in August on YouTube, and back here on the third Saturday of August. Much love to everyone. Mwah. Bye.